Hi, and welcome to the Early Retirement Roadmap, the show where I help you achieve and thrive in early retirement. I'm Mike, early retiree at age 55 last year, and today we're talking about something that can quietly but significantly impact your retirement plan, and it's something that doesn't seem as being talked about enough in retirement planning. It's your kids. Here's a stat that might surprise you that was reported this March on CNBC. Half of all U.S. parents with adult children are providing regular financial support, paying $1,474 each month on average. Think about that. That's nearly $18,000 a year. Whether you've already retired or you're planning to, it's easy to underestimate how much your adult children can factor into your financial picture. And I'm not just talking about the occasional helping hand. I'm talking weddings, college tuition, maybe even recurring support. And if you're not planning for that, it could derail everything you've worked for. Let's walk through how to factor this into your plan without sacrificing your peace of mind or your financial future. Now, of course, most of us want to help our kids. That's completely natural. But when you think about it, the ways we may be asked to help can really add up. For your retirement planning, it's wise to think about some of those items your kids may ask you to help them out with, things like weddings. Did you know that on average in 2025, according to Zola, a very popular wedding planning website and registry platform, the average wedding in the US costs $36,000. So don't be surprised if your kids ask you to help them out a bit. Then there's college tuition or grad school. You may want to help, but can you afford to? Then there's down payments, childcare support, car loans, emergencies, the list goes on. And then there's the big one you really need to plan for and think about. Are you planning to leave an inheritance or not? With these, the issue isn't how generous you're going to be, it's about sustainability. Because if you're dipping into your retirement portfolio to help them, you're reducing the income your portfolio can generate for you. So you'll want to make sure you're avoiding these common pitfalls: giving without a plan, co-signing loans you can't afford to pay off, and ignoring the impact on your own emergency fund, because even in retirement, having a cash cushion is crucial. It lets you cover big, unexpected expenses like medical bills or home repairs without selling investments, especially in a down market or taking on debt. This protects your long-term financial stability and gives you peace of mind, even when life throws you a curveball. And keep in mind, when you're fully retired and funding your retirement from your investments, every dollar you give away is a dollar that's no longer compounding, and you're balancing tax brackets, long-term planning and ACA subsidies if you've retired early, and most importantly, it's much harder to make money back if you help your children out too much simply because you're not working, and you're not in your 30s or 40s anymore where a financial hit you have more time and a job to help you recover. Let alone the worst case scenario if you have to re-enter the workforce because you sacrificed your own financial stability too much in order to support your adult children. Now, when you've incorporated your kids into your retirement planning and you've determined how much you may be able to help with all those things they may ask for help with, their wedding, a down payment on a house, if you're going to leave them an inheritance and so forth, once you have those plans in place, you need to make sure you stick with them and set boundaries. Now, this can certainly be emotional when we have to set these boundaries because, after all, we don't want to say no to people we love. But the reality is protecting your retirement is protecting your future independence. And realize that if you're financially compromised, you're not helping your kids either, as you could then end up actually creating a burden on your children, which you don't want. It's totally normal to feel guilty about saying no, but remember, your kids have time and youth on their side. If you can't pay for their college, for example, they can take out loans for college, but no one is going to give you a loan for retirement. Here are some ways you can set boundaries with your kids. Decide what you're willing to help with and how much in your retirement planning and keep it at that. Be clear about gifts versus loans. If you're helping your kids financially, make sure everyone understands whether the money is a gift or a loan. If it's a loan, set clear terms for repayment upfront. Put it in writing if needed. This avoids confusion, protects relationships, and ensures everyone is on the same page about expectations. Use a conversation starter like, "We love you and we want to help, but we also need to make sure we're secure in retirement. Let's talk about what's possible." And feel free to say something like, "We've budgeted $5,000 to help. Beyond that, we can't do more." And no, this is not about being stingy. Absolutely not. It's about ensuring you can keep living the life you worked for. Let's talk about how to work this into your retirement plan realistically. Add a family support line item in your budget. If you want to help, plan for it. Consider how gifting affects ACA subsidies. For early retirees using a marketplace plan, withdrawals can push your MAGI up and reduce your subsidy. Update your estate plan. Decide whether you'd rather give during life or leave an inheritance or both, and how much. Be ready to say no with love. Say something like, "We've planned carefully to make our retirement work. That means we have to stick to the limits we've set." Always remember that setting boundaries isn't just about protecting your finances. It's about modeling healthy habits for your kids too. And by planning ahead, you're giving your family the gift of stability and peace of mind. And nothing erodes peace of mind faster than regret over financial decisions made under pressure. If you've had to set boundaries with adult kids or struggled with that, I'd love to hear how you handled it. Drop a comment and let's learn from each other. Thanks so much for listening, and please like, follow, or subscribe if you found this episode helpful. And when you're not on the go, check out my Early Retirement Roadmap YouTube channel and go to mikeupland.com for all of my media, including my blog. Until next time, take care and make the most of your day.